welcome to our podcast.
But like, what did you think
When you announced it?
when I because when I came to work and it was like,
It's not a poop baby, it's a real baby. No.
it's not a poop baby anymore.
How did you even announce it?
You
You just told me, yeah. You were like, well.
I was just like, by the way,
But you know what?
something to say.
You know what? I kind of guessed you were, to be honest, because you are so regular.
Yeah.
And I remember we were making jokes one day, and you were like, I was like, just wear white to work. You'll guarantee you'll start your period if you wear white. And you wore white.
Yeah.
And you were like, no, it still hasn't come yet. And I was like, this bitch is never late. Like, never late.
This is another thing about our work. This is how we are. We all know about each other's periods, and we talk about it all the time.
All the time.
Even
so
guys.
open. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they also share their experiences with periods.
They do. And I
And
love
with
that.
pregnancy now. With pregnancy.
Yes.
So
That's going to be fun.
we have a lot of dads in the office.
I think we have more dads than we have moms in the office. More.
we have many career women, yeah.
Yeah. But also.
But
yeah.
like, I don't know if now it's more, but we have many dads.
Yeah.
And
A lot of them.
they're all very dedicated dads, and they're
They're wonderful.
super wonderful. I mean, and
They set the bar high for like dads.
They set the bar so high. I mean, we started for a while I was avoiding having lunch when I saw that in our dining room there's mostly guys because I know that this is the daddy club, and they were just talking about babies and diapers and kindergarten issues and like just all the things
I always loved when
really
they would-
wasn't like ready to consider.
Yeah. Oh, now you can join the club.
And now we get
Kid
to a
club.
daddy club. But like they love sharing labor stories and advice and pregnancy advice.
Aw,
It's so
that's sweet.
cute. It's so sweet.
That's sweet.
I've gotten more pregnancy advice from guys in our office than from women in our office.
That's awesome.
From women in our office, I often got like bewildered, like look, like you're
Yeah.
what?
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 But
That's
yeah,
funny.
guys are usually just super excited about
They're
this.
really involved with this as well. Like, and it's no hold. They don't hold back. Like the other day, I remember the guy from our data team was in here, and he was just wanting to understand irregular periods more, and he just straight up like asked one of the colleagues, like, "Can I talk to you about your period?"
Yeah.
And like me, when people come up to me, like, so I'm an IUD queen now. Nobody's talked to me about it yet, so but
I did.
you did actually, yeah. And I talked
Been sending you TikToks about it.
yeah, those are horrifying. I know. I'm reliving the trauma of getting an IUD regularly. But no, I just love how involved they are, and how they're just like, they literally go up to anybody and they'll go up to us and like, hey, do you want to talk about your period so I can understand this, so I can, make either the algorithm better or make this feature better or,
No, they're super engaged. And
and
I'm so proud of our team.
I love that. Yeah.
No,
it's not a taboo here.
No, I'm not joking. Like, I'm not just proud of our team of what it achieved, but I'm proud of our culture.
Yeah.
And like just the level of people in our team is incredible, not just professionally, but just like as people.
Yeah. We're all human, and we're not like, it's not taboo to us.
Yeah, and nothing is taboo, and people, feel comfortable. If somebody is not comfortable, we don't go there. But most people are super comfortable about all of these topics, obviously, because they're working on it and they're involved in it. So
when was the last time somebody came up to you and was like, "Hey, let's talk about your period,"
Every day.
Every day, yeah.
But a funny story was like, so I allow our data team to always analyze my data, obviously, as some other women in the company as well, because, it's crucial to have that data for
different
just
sets,
work.
Yeah.
So, so I think data team figured out I was pregnant really early on, but they were afraid to ask. Because they were also kind of thinking that maybe I'm testing something.
Yeah.
I'm testing our pregnancy feature because we did just roll out a new pregnancy feature.
Exactly.
So just when I got pregnant. So
perfect. It's like she planned it.
No, it was QA team or somebody from customer support and data team. They figured it out because QA team, because I was reporting bugs.
Oh yeah,
on pregnancy,
yeah.
and then data team, and very specifically, obviously.
Yeah.
And then data team obviously also was, combing through my data, and they figured out, but none of them dared to ask.
No one had the guts to say anything.
Nobody dared to say anything. Mm-mm. And I don't think it's people are afraid of me, but it's always like, it's weird to like
it's
ask
kind of a
people, are
thing.
you pregnant?
Yeah.
Because then it's always like, or it's just like, wait, or like, do you think I gain weight?
Do you think I gain weight?
Yeah, so.
That's actually really funny.
But I was super ready for that.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for somebody to come up to me and was like, Urška, are you maybe pregnant? I would be like, do you think I gained weight?
What is wrong with you?
But nobody did.
No.
Like, nobody ever did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to tell them. I had to be like, guys,
yeah,
I'm pregnant. Like, there's no issue in the data. Like, I'm not like just testing it. I mean, I am testing it, but like
from an actual user
experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was funny. But then I was just like overwhelmed with all the advice and guidance points and like everything.
Yeah, I feel bad because the first thing I said to her, I was like, so we can't drink together anymore. Like, I just literally, and I just bought her a bottle of wine for her birthday. Like,
yeah,
a little birthday
I just
gift.
got it. I was like
yeah, I got her a huge cardboard cutout of herself and then a bottle of wine. So, but it's okay. I drank the wine and it was actually subpar. So I think that actually is kind of a blessing as well.
You saved me from it. No, like it can wait.
It can wait.
It can wait. We're gonna have other bottles of wine.
Absolutely. But this is such a new experience.
So many months.
Yeah, but this is such a new experience because, like you said, like not a lot of females.
When being sober.
That too.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm super healthy. Like, no.
We'll fix it in post. Don't even worry about it.
I'm just European.
That's different.
That's the thing. I like wine. It's
good.
a thing.
It's good. I like wine.
It's dining culture. It's cuisine.
It's cuisine. Cuisine.
Sorry, what did you want to say?
No, just it's so different now because we have all of the guys, they're all like getting kids, they have kids and stuff. But yeah.
What were we saying?
So wait, you've transitioned into second trimester. So what kind of tips and tricks you got for the first trimester for all the ladies listening?
I think it's super too soon to talk about tips and tricks.
Okay.
Because I'm still recovering from the first trimester and I'm still so confused.
I know. But even advice, maybe, if you have any. If you could talk to
get our app and get the power ingredients, because that kind of like helps you a little bit through the food anxiety, because that was the worst. But apart from that, get a checkup as soon as possible. Mm-hmm. Set up your, gyno where you're gonna lead your pregnancy. So just get the technicalities out as soon as possible because that's gonna take a huge burden off of you. Obviously, it was a little bit different for me because I live in a different country, in a foreign country. So as a foreigner, I wasn't really good at like taking this care of these things before, so I didn't even have my gyno here or anything. So I was just like, I have to set up my personal doctor, my gyno, everything from start. So it was just the first 2 weeks where it was just like running around setting up appointments.
What kind of appointments did you have?
So for start of pregnancy, it wasn't a lot. It was when I figured out I was pregnant, I was less than 5 weeks, so we just confirmed that I'm pregnant.
Okay, yeah.
We did that.
They put a stick in it.
So we confirmed that it's like a normal, viable pregnancy. That's important.
That's important, yep.
And then I had to do blood tests immediately so that I would know if I had to take some supplements. Mm-hmm. And then because I have Hashimoto, I had to have my thyroid hormones checked. Yep. So that was then that test wasn't great when it came back. So they put me on medication for that. So obviously it was great that I did that really early on.
Absolutely.
It would be better if I actually followed my like condition before that for years.
Okay.
And I was kind of lazy about it. So, but like I was lazy about it because every time I did tests, it was okay. And I didn't have any symptoms. So
and you didn't feel the need to.
I was just like, but like if you have Hashimoto, then immediately when you get pregnant, you need to do that check. T4, T3, and TSH.
Okay.
Hormones.
It's a lot of letters.
Yeah. For me as well. Like I feel.
The thing below,
So yeah, they just put me on a pill for that. And some supplements, calcium in particular.
Calcium.
And obviously immediately I started to take the prenatal vitamins because I wasn't taking them before because I wasn't planning to get pregnant.
Makes sense.
But I was luckily taking B complex vitamins, which has folic acid.
That's
as
huge.
well.
Yeah. And that's a huge thing in pregnancy. Like, you know, it is recommended to take folic acid.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Before you get pregnant.
Like, yeah.
When you're starting to think about it like 3 months before. But I didn't do that because I wasn't planning. But I was taking B complex.
Okay.
Like, not super regularly, but I was trying to do it regularly. So it was fine. But I just started to take prenatal vitamins as soon as I knew. And then start adjusting your food. Throw away all the sushi, all the leftover sushi that is in your fridge.
Okay, you shouldn't even have leftover sushi.
Do not eat it.
Anyway, like if you have leftover sushi in your fridge, like no, let's. And I'm looking at you. I'm talking to one of my friends, Caitlin. Get rid of that sushi in your fridge. That is disgusting, and I will never support you in this.
I'm definitely a leftover sushi person. Like I would eat it when it was like completely dry already.
Gross.
So throw that shit away. Oh, and also like raw meat, prosciutto. Like
prosciutto,
so this is advice for Europeans. Prosciutto is raw meat. It's like do not eat it.
So curd meat, like whenever they like cur it.
Yeah,
it's like
just
weird,
dried meat.
Yeah, it's just dried meat.
And a lot of like salami as well. So don't eat that as well. And that was a huge blow for me, especially in summer, because it's like
the season of prosciutto
and prosciutto, like and fresh cheese and a glass of wine, like all of it off the table immediately.
At least you saw figs. Yeah.
But even figs because they have too much sugar. So like we have like 1 or 2, or like so sugar is another thing. Like cut out of your diet all sugar. And also white flour.
White flour?
Flour?
Flour? Yeah.
Flour, yeah. Because it's, it's just a lot of carbs and sugar. I mean, not all of it, but like reduce it so that, your sugar doesn't spike. Like, gestational diabetes is a huge thing. So,
huge
check your sugar as well with the blood work. So that was big. And for me, I forgot to mention, I'm also gluten intolerant. So that was another like issue with my diet. And I was super lazy about it before because I just love pasta and, and bread. And I'm just like, I'm ready to take on the consequences for it. And also like where we live here in Europe, it's super hard to get alternatives, gluten-free alternatives. And then when I got
such a big part of the culture
here,
yeah.
And when I got pregnant, we, because of some other issues, maybe next, I'm not going to talk about it right now. They were like also cut out gluten because we need your immune system, to work better. We need to not have anything.
It needs to be working with you and not fighting something else.
Exactly. Yeah. So no gluten, no stress.
Yeah. Oh, stress.
Yeah. While I was freaking out about basic like food, like basic meals 3 times per day, I was freaking out. And then, stress.
But when it comes to stress, because, you're a co-founder of a company, you know, you're a female co-founder of a company.
Thank God.
But now you're a pregnant female co-founder of a company.
Fun.
Is that stressful? Is that like stressful? Is that like easy? I imagine.
Answer it.
How do you deal with the stress? Yeah, because I know like maybe denial. That's good. Because I know here like we don't have a problem with like female authority and being like women are in positions of like power or management of leadership, right? But there are places that, you know, a female as your manager or as your leader, it's like, you know, sometimes men, and even women sometimes, but mostly men make comments like, oh, she's just being hormonal, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's stressful. But do you...
I don't think people would dare to say that.
Oh, absolutely not. No. But
I didn't think I'm, you know, I give up.
Do you stress about this?
Any room for that?
Do you stress about this? And will you start stressing about this because I brought it to your attention?
No. So one thing that is really good is, obviously it's a stressful situation because of, like I said, we have so many plans and, you know, I was supposed to travel all autumn and winter.
I know, we had plans.
And I cannot do it right now. So I have to figure out how to do things, you know, remotely. And luckily, we went through COVID that kind of like normalized doing things remotely. But still, there's, you know, industries where this is super hard. But, you know, I just have to continue doing it remotely. So that was stressful. And obviously, I'm always like, how am I going to take maternity leave and, you know, how it's going to affect my work-life balance. And then also until when am I going to be able to work normally, you know, so during pregnancy. Just, you know, I'm stressing around technicalities of like how to readjust to the new situation. But things like that, no, like I think I've grown to become really good at establishing boundaries. I'm a boundaries queen. So this is also like great with our business partners, you know, and advisors and stuff. I just like, I draw the line, and even investors. Yeah. Like that's a hard thing to do sometimes as a founder, or like always, but I'm just like, I always try to think like, if I'm not healthy, if I don't like take care of myself, like everything else will fall apart because of it anyways. So I'm always like, you know, guys, like I'm pregnant right now. This is a situation and this is how much I can do, and I will not budge. You know,
I love that. That is awesome.
Great. Lucky thing is also that now we have a really big team. Yeah. We have a great team that is able to support me. So like I can offload a lot of things. So obviously this is a huge, I don't know if this would be the same if I was just like, this was like you and 5 years ago, even, you know, then it might be a lot harder. But right now, luckily I'm in a position when I'm like able to just draw the line and be like, you know, this is as far as I'm prepared to go. And then,
I love that so much.
That's it.
I really love that. That's like really, that's motivational and that's really inspiring, because I have a hard time drawing boundaries sometimes. And it's so important to do that. Yeah. And like,
but the problem is like many women are not in the same position.
That's
like,
true.
If you're a single founder just starting the company, or if you don't have a, you know, team to support you, or, you know, you're young in your career, or, you know, whatever situation, like more financially vulnerable situation, I think it's super hard for women to draw those boundaries. And this is like the problem, not so much attitude of other people, because, you know, attitude of other people, I think, adjust to your attitude.
True. Okay.
But then it's hard to adjust your attitude if your situation is not appropriate for that, or like comfortable enough for that. So I think that's, you know, where women often find themselves during pregnancy, especially.
Just drawing those boundaries. Jeez.
Yeah, just feeling vulnerable. Feeling vulnerable. And then because of that, not being able to draw boundaries.
And that's stressful in itself as well. Yeah. So and they're like, no stress. And then you end up just being a lot more stressed.
Stressed all the time. Yeah. No, that's horrible. I
want to talk about your baby bump.
I'm hiding.
Can we see your baby bump? Are we allowed to see it?
I think it's really early on. I mean, it started to show. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah?
Yeah. That's not just poop.
Yeah, that's not just poop anymore.
It's poop and baby.
There's also baby.
I think it's so cute.
That size of a pear, my app told me.
Oh.
So a good size.
It's a good size, yeah. Like a small kitten.
But yeah, I think like it just, so I had a period around like 14 weeks when my belly like really popped. Okay. And then it went back.
Okay, sorry. When you said you had a period, I thought you meant like a blood period.
No.
Yeah, so a time.
I had a time.
Okay. I was like, I don't think that's supposed to happen.
It's not supposed to happen.
Wait.
No, so I had a frame in time when my belly, like at 14 weeks, like really popped. No, someone 16 weeks.
Yeah.
It popped and then it went back, it disappeared.
Okay.
I was like, what is going on? Because like even when I went home to my parents' place, and my sister was like, your belly is already showing. Like this is not normal.
Oh, wow.
And then it just went back. And now last week,
they made the baby shy.
It popped out.
He's like, what's up, y'all?
And now it's
what's up, y'all? I'm here.
I'm kind of hiding it.
I'm here, just kicking it, chill with my girl Urška.
But even when I wasn't showing belly yet, I couldn't wear my pants anymore since 12 weeks.
Oh, like jeans,
jeans, whatever. Like all of my jeans are. I'm a millennial, obviously, so all of my jeans are high waist jeans.
Yeah, like, that's it. Yeah,
super tight over my bum, and so, because I want to accentuate
She's a great bum.
My figure. So yeah, I couldn't fit in any of those jeans anymore. So the only jeans I could start fitting then was the low-rise jeans that I haven't worn for like ages because I'm a millennial.
Early 2000s jeans.
Exactly.
Nice.
So those came handy.
And they're back in style, so you can easily find them. So that's kind of really the universe.
But
really
now I can't wear those anymore either.
Yeah.
So.
One day she showed up to the office and she had this long shirt on. She was wearing jeans, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're in jeans. That's really cool." And then she like lifts up her shirt, and it was literally a rubber band like tied around the button and like looped through the like buttonhole and looped back to the button. And it was just like the most like redneck engineering I've ever seen. But I was like, that's actually really brilliant. Like that's really funny. Like
I do engineering all the time for work, so obviously.
That's awesome.
So this is how I kind of like went for another week, and then I bought my first maternity jeans, which is like,
the ones with the stretch,
with like the stretchy upper part.
Oh, that's fun.
But it's kind of funny because like so the button is just decorative, and it's like a super like as if they were like super low rise jeans.
Okay, so
and
right above the pubis mons.
Exactly, and then the rest is just like stretchy fabric. But I still have to get them over my bum.
Yeah,
which is like much bigger than my belly right now. So they're hard to get on actually, like they're comfortable here, but they're like
it's impossible to get up right there.
Yeah, so I just bought a bunch of tights, bunch of leggings, and I'm gonna wear those and skirts.
'Tis the season for that though.
Yeah,
like what good timing.
Yeah.
What good timing.
Yeah, it's actually like so much easier, I think, to be pregnant during winter than during summer. I think like being 7-8 months pregnant in summer
and like mid-July. Oh, because you're already sweating all. You're like hot already.
Exactly.
Like
and it's also healthier for the baby because did you know that you're also not allowed to take bubble baths or go to sauna or do any like heated up activities?
Like hot yoga.
I did not know that before. And I love bubble baths. Yeah, and I did some hot Pilates as well before. So none of that anymore.
So wait, what about those bath salts I got you? Could you use those?
No, it's just waiting for me to deliver first.
Okay.
My sister is indulging them.
Though, of course she is. Yep. That's,
but
at least somebody's using them. So I don't have a bathtub, so I can't use them.
But same for summer. If you're pregnant during summer, you really have to be careful that you're not overheating, that you're not exposed to sun too much. So it's so much simpler. You know, that's why Iceland was a great holiday for us as well.
That's really cool, yeah.
Because it was cold.
How lucky are you? Like literally, like you accidentally got pregnant and then just kind of everything.
Yeah. No, it was like. Out. If only I was also kind of like more relaxed about it.
Well, you can't be 100% on everything. So, yeah.
But it is super lucky. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But what's your perception of pregnancy as a woman that, you know, as me just like 5 months ago, like a woman that, you know, hasn't been through this yet.
No, it's really interesting to me because, like, you know, my sister, she has 2 kids, right? So I have the 2 nephews. My cousin just had a baby last week. Two of my best friends both have 2 kids. So I've always been around like people, like I'm surrounded by mothers, right?
You've seen children before.
Maybe once or twice in my life. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it was a fever dream. No. But it's really interesting to me because like I've never ever in my life been interested in it, to be honest. But it was only recently that I found myself being more interested in it. And I don't know if it's because like I've changed or because I'm like around it more because of my sister, because of my best friends. And now because of you.
People in the company
who apparently we have mothers here. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that it's very foreign to me, but because I was working on the app and we had the pregnancy program, the power ingredients, I was working on supplements, helping them with that, working with the chief medical officer, like learning more about it, especially with the workouts as well. And like reading these and writing these and researching like articles for the app. I really definitely started getting more invested into it. And now it's kind of one of those things where, when I was learning about cycle syncing and the period and follicular phases, I was really excited about it and because I was experiencing it. And now this is something I'm like, this is something that may happen to me one day. And so I'm really excited to learn about it, but it's also really terrifying. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Like it's really scary because I don't know. Like, it's just, this is terrifying. Not terrifying in the sense of like.
No, it is. I feel like women are never neutral towards pregnancy. Yeah. Either they're super excited about it and want it, or they're just super terrified of it.
Yeah. And I don't know, like, it just kind of goes back and forth. Like, if I were to be pregnant right now, I would freak out. Like, oh my gosh, But like, because you're pregnant and I'm close with you and working with you a lot, it's really.
And I overshare.
And you overshare. I can kind of like secondhand experience it, but without actually experiencing it.
And then decide for yourself. Whether you want it or not.
But it's so interesting. And honestly, like, it is neat. It's a super cool, like, process and biology and the science of it. It's so freaking neat to me. But I have to say, I'm not a fish fan. So that I just draw the line there, people. Like, eating the fish is going to be hard. But it's interesting. And there's so many things that you can do. There's so many things you can't do. And, a lot of times, especially as a society, we talk about what you can't do when you're pregnant. But sometimes there's like some superpowers that come with pregnancy. And, my best friends always talk about how their intuition got better, and they were better like judges of people.
I was just about to be like, what's superpower?
Yeah, superpower. Like intuition, but also the sense of smell.
Yeah.
I think
is that a superpower?
Hey, it could be a shitty superpower, but it's still a superpower.
My sense of smell like got so much like more powerful, more like sensitive, and I can't say I enjoy it because I can literally smell people just walking
miles
by them
away
on the street, especially them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't want to like. I'm such a
But I think that's a biological thing. It might be, but we'll have to fact check that below. But not being attracted to other men and finding them repulsive, like while you're pregnant. Like that could be a whole like biological thing.
That's normal.
Yeah, I mean, we normally find them repulsive. But also while you're pregnant, like maybe you're more repulsed by them because like it's just.
I don't.
But not by your partner.
I haven't thought about it because I don't notice other men so much normally. So I haven't noticed that, but like I did like. So I, when the weather was still nice, I love to go out and like work out in a park next to my apartment. Yeah. Love it. But like, there's always a dude that, finds the need to come do stuff close to me. And
why?
With my heightened sense of smell, I do not appreciate, random dudes that are working out in my proximity. Like, please do not, do not. I don't like it. And also then food, like I don't really enjoy meat normally, but now like I just like chicken always smells bad to me. Like I'm preparing chicken and I know it's fresh, but I just feel like I'm cooking rotten food.
You're just kind of sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just like,
exactly. Yeah. So things like that. So
see, this is something I don't look forward to, and I don't find fascinating.
No, it's not fun.
Or enjoy
I think,
it. Yeah. But I think as the process goes on and as you experience more and you kind of go further down your pregnancy, you're going to like, things are going to change. You're going to get used to things and like, you're going to be like, oh wow, like this is really neat. And then as you start like growing and like, you know, feeling the baby move and stuff and like getting closer to your due date, like I think I'm not talking about you. I'm going to enjoy it because I'm going to get to see like the whole process.
You're going to study me?
Yeah. I'm just like literally, so she has like this glass office and I'm just going to sit outside of it. Like she's some
and stare at me.
Fish in an aquarium and I'm going to like watch, but I'm going to enjoy this process because I'm going to vicariously be pregnant through you. So like, thanks.
No, I hope I'm going to enjoy it as well. Like I've always been super interested in pregnancy as well from, you know, scientific perspective, not scientific, but like I was really always interested in the experience, like how does it feel? But when it starts to happen to you, like it's freaky. I haven't felt it moving yet, but that'll be wild. That's gonna be bizarre.
And like just for the record, like some people feel good, some people don't feel good. There's plenty of women that I know that did not enjoy pregnancy one bit, and that is okay. Like it is a-okay if you don't enjoy it.
Totally okay.
Like, you know, your life, your rules, like if you enjoy it, great. If you don't, that's perfectly okay too. Yeah. Like, you know, there's no rule with this. So,
and it's just the beginning. Like sometimes like just this morning I had this moment when I was like getting into the car. And now when my belly like popped a little bit, now I can like constantly like feel it a little bit because I always had like a super flat belly.
Not to brag.
No, but like now it's like a little balloon here because it's not soft. It's not like jelly, but I can kind of like lean on it. Like I feel it, right?
Yeah.
That's normal, right? So I was like getting into my car and was like, I felt it and I was like, shit. There's a human inside me. There's like literal tiny human inside me right now, like growing arms and legs and like brain and stuff. And then it's just the beginning because this is gonna, you know, come out of me. It's gonna be like a tiny little human and then it's gonna grow and I have to be
and then one day it's gonna have
responsible for it.
And one day it's gonna have opinions.
Exactly, it's gonna have opinions someday. And it's a boy. I'm carrying a boy.
She's carrying
that's gonna have opinions someday. So,
but honestly, so you know, either or. Like I don't give a damn, you know. But just how you're such a strong female. No, you are a strong female, and like you're a total like you know women's rights, humans' rights, and like your child's really lucky to have such a strong role model and a strong female role model. Yeah, I mean, he's going to hate you probably in his teen years, you know, because you're going to be a hot mom probably. And all of his friends are going to be like, your mom's so hot, you know. She's total MILF. So.
Yeah, puberty is going to be
that's going to be
wild. But
wild.
not because of that, but because of opinions.
Because of opinions,
My opinions.
But when they get older, you're such a cool role model for me and like,
they're
for
just
a lot
going to
of us here.
accept them.
But like
my
for
opinions.
a kid,
they're just going to accept my
That's cool. They're going to accept it,
No, they're not.
No. They're going to go against it. Probably going to have like a womanizing child.
Sorry.
Your child's going to be a womanizer, like completely opposite. Starts like
a
male well. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No.
Don't say that.
You and your partner are great. Y'all are going to be great parents.
I hope it just always remains like a baby I can carry around that has no opinions and I can just like love it. No, definitely I wanted to grow up.
Absolutely.
You know, be healthy and stuff. I'm not a psycho.
But I think, you know, no matter the gender, like that child's really lucky to have you as a mom.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I think a child would be super lucky to have you as mom as well. Hint, hint, look at hint.
I'm not pregnant.
No. But baby fever is
baby fever
contagious.
It's in this office. It is in this office. I'm not the only one that's been talking about that as well.
It's contagious.
It is. Guys, watch out. There's something in the water. So,
yeah.
But I have an IUD, so we're good. We're good.
I mean,
I like this. This was fun.
I guess I'll make decisions.
Absolutely. But
But next episode we'll get in the lab.
No.
No.
We'll see.